Well, Happy New Year, Oil Country, as the new year brings a couple of new faces to the Oilers lineup, but we can always rely on the old reliable Cam Moon from 880 Ched. You can hear him in the broadcast booth alongside Bob Stauffer come Saturday for the matinee matchup against the Philadelphia Flyers. Now, a couple of those new faces that I talk about called up this morning. Quinn Hutson and Isaac Howard both were on the ice, and both were on the same line alongside Matt Savoy. Now, head coach Chris Knoblauch did not confirm that those three will be playing together, but if we do, it seems like it would be a fun time.
I hope it happens. I really do. And again, not confirmed, so we don't know for sure. But just given the jump that they had in practice, and like the skill level is very high with all three, and I just think that that's tremendous. So you look at what Quinn Hutson and Isaac Howard did going to Bakersfield, playing as well as they did. You're playing in all situations, getting a ton of ice time, and we're able to be really, really productive with it. And that only serves them well heading forward and now coming back. Well, we saw Quinn Hutson not very long ago step into the lineup, and he looked really good.
Yeah, scored his first NHL goal in Boston as well.
But you could just see those offensive instincts. And Isaac Howard, well, he's had those offensive instincts his entire life as well. So getting time in the American League is always good. Then you come back up, you have to apply what you have learned at that level, and the pace goes up, and the structure goes up too. But I think those guys are ready for it, and I hope that line stays together.
You know, when I saw Quinn Hutson in the last stint here with the Oilers, I kind of thought to myself how quickly he's kind of turned it around, because, let's be honest, he looked very raw with the last two games of last season when he came in after signing with the Oilers, and just how much polish he has to his game. Well, his numbers really speak for themselves. He's got 4 straight multi-point outings in the AHL, and then you have Isaac Howard, who has goals in 4 straight games, 10 points over that span, and was also named the AHL Player of the Month in the month of December. So 2 very worthy call-ups for the Edmonton Oilers, and it looks like it's going to be a worthy start for Calvin Pickard. I know head coach Chris Knoblauch did not confirm the starter, but he was in the starter's net, and all signs point to number 30 between the pipes.
Yeah, that's very likely, and coming off that 41 save performance against the Winnipeg Jets.
Good.
Unbelievable.
He was so good.
The Jets played really well in that game,
They did.
and probably deserved a better fate on that evening, but you've seen it from the other side when the Oilers get goalied. Well, I think Calvin Pickard goalied the Jets that night, and now to build upon that, if in fact he's the starter against Philadelphia, as we expect, to build upon that and put together another quality start. So it's important. Give your team a fighting chance. Calvin has done that time and time again over the last 3 years where we've seen him. You know, there'll be some ups and downs, but he always finds ways to rebound and finds ways to win games. So hoping he can do that in the afternoon game.
Now, post-game on Wednesday, head coach Chris Knoblauch did say that Tristan Jarry will be out until at least mid-January, and not even before that. So this is a pretty interesting couple of weeks between Connor Ingram and Calvin Pickard, Cam.
It absolutely is. I mean, you're at the NHL level, you are always auditioning for that next chance, and in goal even more so. And for both of those players, it's a very important time from now until whenever Tristan Jarry becomes healthy and available. So you want to keep putting together quality starts and giving your team opportunity to win games. And that, because down the road, do I think the team's keeping 3 goalies? I don't. I just don't. So yeah, these next few weeks or however long that is very important for both those guys.
Competition in the crease will certainly ramp up. And one player who always shows his competitiveness, Vasily Podkolzin, he did not skate on Friday. He's currently questionable for the matchup against the Flyers. And let's talk about the Flyers, because Knoblauch mentioned that the thing that really stands out to the visitors is their responsibility, especially at 5-on-5, and how spread out and balanced the scoring is. Now, you have Trevor Zegras, who's a point per game. Konechny, who was left off the Olympic roster. Of course, he was part of the Four Nations roster. He's having a good year, but this is a team that can really sneak up on you if you don't take care of your own end.
Yeah, and Zegras and Konechny have played a lot with Dvorak here in the most recent history, and I know he's played really well for them as far as offense goes. I look at the back end too. I mean, quality defenseman there, led by Travis Sanheim, who will play with Canada. Yeah, Olympian. Yep. And then the net minding they've got from Dan Vladar, who has been lights out for the Flyers this year. Signing as a free agent after his time with the Calgary Flames, and by all accounts has been a major reason why the team has been as successful as they've been this year. So, yeah, there's depth in scoring. There's solid 5-on-5 play. They've got quality net minding too. Yeah. And you put that together and you put a Flyer team that I don't know how many people were expecting them to be right in the mix of playoff teams in the Eastern Conference, but they absolutely are, and that's a credit to them.
Well, both Edmonton and Philadelphia lost by 4 3 days ago. They're looking for 2 points. I just realized I put 2 up for 3.
Okay, well.
We'll try that again. It's, they lost by 4 3 days ago. Are looking for 2 points. And both looking for 21 wins on the season. It's better the second time.
It was pretty good math.
Let's have some fun at Rogers Place.